The video that I have for you this morning is a video from, it would appear, a very intelligent, worldly individual. I don't know her personally, but it would appear that she knows Donald Trump's type, and she also knows through other people, Donald Trump and his cohorts, and what their possible plans are and what they're doing, what type of people attract Donald Trump, and what type of people Donald Trump attracts and why they do it. She goes into detail about that. Now, again, I'm not responsible for any of the content on these videos. I'm just a messenger. The reason why I do it this way, I do repost all the videos if I can. If it has a repost option, I will repost it. But with this particular video, I did repost it. But the reason why I do it this way is to give it more exposure. I do have a TikTok channel, a YouTube channel, both TikTok and YouTube, and I just want to give it more exposure, but I do not take credit for any of this. So I will put her information in the comments for you to go to her site and, keep in communication with her on this. But I thought it was a pretty impressive video, very informative, insightful, so that's the reason why I'm putting it there. Now, I'm going to give somewhat of a overture and my comments on the video before it starts, and then I'll put it on and, you make your own decision. Thank you. Okay, now you can see from this video what we're really up against. It's not the MAGA people, and I've mentioned this many times on many of my videos. It's not the MAGA people, it's not the Democrats, it's not the independents, it's not the libertarians. We're all in the same boat. What this is the elite, the social elite that wants to take over this country. They bought the presidency for Donald Trump. Now you say, well, we voted and, we got more votes. Yeah, that might be true. That isn't solidified yet, but it might be true. And if it is the case, it's the fact that they were able, through Fox News and propaganda with their various television ads and what have you, to convince or to dupe people into believing that they were out there for them. Now, two key things that Donald Trump said, which should indicate to everybody that he does not need the regular voter. Number one, and I talked about this before, and that is, I don't need your vote. We got plenty of votes. I don't need your vote. What? Okay, let's go and break that down. If he's saying this before the election, I don't need your vote, I've got plenty of votes, what does that tell you? It tells you the man and whoever he's in cahoots with have set up a system to where they don't need your votes. They have generated their own votes in one way, shape, or form. That's what that tells you. Number two, when he says you don't have to vote anymore, if you don't have to vote anymore, does he need you? He doesn't. Donald Trump and his crew and the people who are supporting him, they don't need you. Now, what they did need and why they needed you was for a smokescreen. They needed a smokescreen. They needed some type of legitimacy to why they won the election. So people wouldn't be looking into voter fraud and different things like that. So then they needed to make it look like that this was a serious contest and that they got more votes. So it was just a smokescreen. But keep in mind that, as I said, he is where he is right now. The people that are in power are the oligarchs and the millionaires and billionaires. Look at Elon. Elon thinks he's the second president. Okay? And all these other guys in here are all millionaires in their own right, or if not billionaires. So they don't need you at all. So what they're going to do from this point is they're just going to make the country into their own image. Will they cater to policies that affect your everyday life? Oh, no. What they're going to do is they're going to deal with policies that are going to make them richer. I'm not mad at the people who voted. As I said, if you don't do your due diligence and you don't look into things and you don't question what people say, then that's the end result. People have been duped. They've been fooled by this con man, this snake oil salesman. This is not I'm not a Democrat. I'm an independent voter. So I can look at it in both ways. But the way I see it here is the enemy, our common enemy, is not each other, but the people who use their money and their influence to steal.
Hey guys, yes, we are going to jump into it. We are going to talk about why Donald Trump needs to watch his back. He may not survive this term if he does not. He has gotten into bed with some highly sophisticated players. Elon Musk and Peter Thiel, his partner from PayPal, ended up making a lot of money. And then Peter Thiel took a $500,000 investment in Facebook back in 2006 and flipped it to make over $1 billion just on that alone. So these are really smart guys. I've been in the tech industry and the venture capital space a long time. I know people who know them personally. I've heard a lot of wild stories, that would make your hair curl. But I'm just going to talk about things that are documented that you can easily look into for yourselves. Okay. So Trump needs to watch his back because the game is not really what he thinks it is. It is not that Elon is trying to help Trump at all. He is acting as a second president, and you know it and I know it. And Trump is probably starting to feel it. But the bigger question was, why did they help him? And the bottom line is that he was the useful idiot that they could maneuver to get him to hire their boy Vance, who they have groomed for 15 years. Peter Thiel was his boss, and he bought him a Senate seat. And there was no way that Vance was going to jump to the White House and have that much power unless they found a useful idiot like Trump. And Trump was in desperate straits. He was going to go to jail if he didn't win this election. And it's only out of pocket $120 million for these guys. So, at the time in 2016, Peter Thiel was on the board of Facebook and he was able to help manipulate that. And in this one, guess what? Elon Musk, he used X in league with Fox News, which is actually media entertainment. It's conservative opinion. It's not real news. And most people don't understand that. But they are using him as their useful idiot. And I'll go on further, but I'm going to go into another video. But yeah, Trump better watch his back.